What's happening, film friends? David the Film Junkie here. All right, something came across my feed, and I saved it real quick, and I totally forgot where it came from. Pick your poison. Reddit, 4chan, who the fuck knows? All I know is when I read this little description, apparently this little not really. I guess it's kind of the plot, or like at least the view, Matt Reeves' view of the Batman, which obviously is linked up to John's and Affleck. It's just a little description of what could possibly be. It's most likely bullshit, guys, but when I read it, I was like, wow, this does sound good. So basically, what I'm going to say, the disclaimer here is, if this is true, don't get too excited because, well, I mean, I guess, fuck, how am I going to say this? Okay, no, basically, whoa, relax. No, basically, if it's false, it's most likely. Take it with a huge grain of salt. Don't get your expectations up too high. We just we can't do both of that. If you don't want to hear it, stop the video now. If you do want to hear it, obviously a lot of people are just like, oh, this sounds fake, it's bullshit. Yeah, most likely it is, but I just thought it sounded cool, and it sounds like a really good view of this new Batman movie. So here we go, guys. I'm going to read it to you right here. It says, The Batman. Matt Reeves' view on this movie is a rather interesting one. He wants to set the movie really deep around Batman and his character, while exploring his morals, ethics, and the very idea of the Batman and his effect on society itself. It will also focus around the relationship between him and his villains. Now, with the villains, they're choosing an interesting path. They are going to have many villains, which you've heard before, and every villain will challenge Batman in all his strengths and weaknesses while showing off the multi-layered facets of Batman. Deathstroke will challenge Batman in a physical way. Two-Face will remind him of his mistakes he's made in the past, while the Joker will remind him of how he exceeded his limits and morals. Besides these major villains, Firefly, Harley Quinn, Scarecrow, and many more will appear in the movie. The plot of the Joker will be fully told in flashbacks, while also drawing a logical line to the current story. It will focus around his own origin in the chemical bath until the death of Jason Todd and even the crippling of Barbara Gordon. Oh! Oh! You want it to be true. You want it to be true because that sounds awesome. Oh, Firefly. What the fuck? That's a random villain. But I mean, we heard that before. We did. We heard that there was a rumor that it was going to have multiple villains and there was going to be a lot of Arkham in it. This kind of falls with that, coincides with it a little bit. So we'll see. I don't know. Who knows, man? But that sounds awesome. Even though it sounds like there's a lot more. It's a little too much origin with Joker, maybe. I don't know. But then again, it's told in mainly flashbacks. And I don't know. And there was like a whole thing, too, where people were like, there's a whole story like, yeah, the DC movies might delve into flashbacks and flash forwards. I'm like, so? They did that with Batman vs. Superman and even Man of Steel. That's the way they're kind of telling these stories. It's just an unlinear way to tell the stories, which I think is actually pretty awesome. So, like I said, guys, take this with a huge grain of salt. Most likely this is bullshit, but if someone actually thought of this, I'm going, that sounds fucking awesome. And, with Reeves, with Affleck and Johns, I could see them doing something like this. I mean, this sounds pretty intricate. Like, it sounds pretty complicated almost, but it sounds like the way that they'll tell the story will just sound freaking awesome. And then having another Two-Face. I mean, obviously, the Tommy Lee Jones Two-Face, Jesus Christ, I don't know what he was trying to do there. But then we have, of course, the last Two-Face in Dark Knight. I can't remember the dude's name. I know you're screaming at me, Aaron Eckhart, which was a different kind of Two-Face, but they did really good with the special effects on there. But they need to do that and then just make it a little more, I don't know, make it either green, have a shade of green or blue or something like that. And have it where he's just talking, he's got the different changing voices and stuff. So that'd be cool too. And it'd be cool to Army Hammer, Harvey Dent. I'm just saying, I kind of almost suspected that before. I'm like, if he's teasing something now, and the Batman's coming out way before Green Lantern, what if he's playing Harvey? And he's a little young. They probably would want to have a Harvey that's more Bruce Wayne's age, so most likely not. But who knows? Maybe he's playing Scarecrow. He's tall. Nah, they wouldn't have him play Scarecrow. I want what's his nuts? shit. Names just elude me sometimes. Haley, fuck it. The dude, Warshak in Watchmen. Jesus, Dave, what's going on? It's hot. Guys, the freaking winter has left California and it's warm now, so it's a little hot under the lights. Anyway, but that all sounds awesome, and even showing the crippling of Barbara Gordon. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. It's almost like they're taking parts from Killing Joke. They're taking parts from Killing Joke because we do see the origin of Joker with the chemical bath. I wonder if they're going to have the Red Hood helmet. And then, of course, the crippling of Barbara Gordon. So they might be taking some of that. Dude, this movie might be rated R. This movie might be rated R. If this was true, if they start having any kind of elements, because obviously the death of Jason Todd is pretty brutal. It's a kid getting beaten with a crowbar, for fuck's sake. Yeah, that's pretty brutal. They incorporate that, this movie might be rated R. I'm just saying. Anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts about it down below in the balls area. I mean, obviously, like I said, take it with a huge grain of salt. Most likely bullshit, but if any of those elements were in there at all, oh, jeez. Talk about boner fucking city. Anyways, let me know your thoughts about it down below. Please hit that like, thumbs up button if you'd be so kind. Subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to the news channel, too. And follow me on the social media stuff right up there, guys. Talk to you later.